Hey there, I'm Caleb, and welcome to our channel where we hope to inspire freedom by taking control of our finances. I recently graduated from college, and in the same month, I became a real estate investor with a portfolio worth almost $500,000. And that's not exactly as cool as it sounds, but it is something I'm proud of nonetheless. As you know, on this channel, we're all about sharing information, so of course we'll get to the how. But today I wanted to take some time to talk about why I started investing in real estate at 22. Having a clear why is key to following through on any goal you have for yourself, and real estate investing is no different. Buying your first investment property can feel like a huge step to take, and honestly it is. So I want to take some time to share my why, and hopefully it'll help you think more about yours so that when you do decide to start walking that path, you don't give up before you see it through. Also, I feel like a big question people might have is how was I able to afford to buy a house before I graduated college? Because college students are broke, right? So stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll tell you what I did to make money in college. So let's start with my why. For as long as I can remember, I've always respected money. I was the kind of kid who would have a birthday and not even spend my birthday money until a year or two later. I remember going to my grandparents' house and asking them if I could cut the grass, wash a car, water some plants, like what can I do to make a couple dollars? And whenever they would say yeah, I would do whatever it was and get the money for a hard day's work. And then I would turn right back around and say, hey, can you hold on to this for me? I don't want to spend it. Eventually they were like, we're just gonna get you a piggy bank, and they kept it in their room, and whenever I did work for them, they would put some money in there. And my little cousins would be over there and they would always watch me save money, and be wondering how much I had in there. And one day I went back over there and there were 5 piggy banks, and everybody was saving money. So I guess that's the early stages of inspired investors. So even though a lot of my mindset around money came from respect, I do have to admit that a lot of it did come from fear of not having enough. My parents always did a great job of making sure that I had whatever I needed, whether that was food or clothes or lunch money, whatever. But it wasn't a secret that, especially in the earlier days, that was not an easy thing to do, and that money was not growing on trees. And from that point, there were a lot of ups, there were a lot of downs. And so for me as a kid watching all this, I just took it as the best thing that I can do to be prepared is to save for a rainy day. And as far as real estate goes, I really can't remember what my parents did before that. So I've kind of always been around it. As long as I can remember, they both wrote mortgages. And then at some point, my mom decided to actually start investing for herself. And that is her story to tell, so I won't tell it here. But if you do want to hear it, be sure to subscribe and comment and ask her for it. If you're lucky, she'll bless you. It's a really dope story, I promise. Anyway, when she started investing in real estate, it was a huge deal for us. Like for me and my brother, the impact that it had on, our ability to go to better schools and to go on vacations and just have experiences that as a kid that I could never even fathom having. I didn't even know some of these things existed. Being able to have those experiences and then realizing this is only because my mom invests in real estate. From that point forward, I didn't see money as something to be hoarded or to be held on to. I started to see all the money that I got that was coming in as a potential to bring more money, and in turn bring more of those experiences and more life and opportunities for not just me, but also my family. So that's what I decided to do. So when I was 14, I told myself I'd buy a property by the time I turned 18. I didn't have a plan. I just knew that at 18 you could sign contracts, which is something that you needed to do when you buy a house. And as the title might tell, I'm not 18, so obviously that didn't work out. But at 14, I did start reading books on money and real estate and business. And I started asking my mom, how can I invest? And I was constantly looking to learn as much as I could. So by the age of 18, I was broke, but I had a base level understanding of how things work and no longer had the excuse of I'm not old enough. Throughout all of this though, I never really felt like I could do it. I never felt like I could be a real estate investor. And I had all the knowledge. At this point, I felt like I knew everything I needed to know, but I was still scared and I still wasn't taking action. And I thought that just meant that I was not supposed to be a real estate investor. Like I didn't have it in me, because To be honest, real estate investing is a lot, and it's not for everybody. I had a couple opportunities to get started investing, and honestly, they were lobs, like really easy things that I could have done to start getting some equity and things like that, and I ruined them, like all of them, on multiple occasions. It's kind of sick thinking about it. With all these opportunities I had, I ruined them. I didn't follow through, or I didn't finish the job, and I feel like it all goes back to not believing in myself. But after having enough of those experiences where I was this close to investing in real estate, I told myself I was gonna do it no matter what. I didn't care how long it took. I didn't care what I needed to do to make it happen. I was gonna make it happen no matter what. So from 14, I knew I had this goal. So I needed to find a way to save money, which means I needed to find a way to make money. So I went to college and I worked 4 work-study jobs, and I also tried to get a startup off the ground. The goal was to help everyday people invest in real estate and help people become homeowners who traditionally may not have been able to. And we even got a feature in a business magazine. So from the jobs, a pitch competition, and a couple internships, I was able to save up enough money for a down payment on a home. And that was enough money to make my dream of investing in real estate an actual goal. And with the help and support of my family and the amazing team that I was able to put together, I was able to make that dream come true. And here we are today in my house/investment property. Honestly, looking back on it now, I realize I could have made a lot more money in college if I would have played my cards right. So I don't know how many college students will see this video, but if you are in college and you're interested in learning more ways to make money in college, or just hearing more about what I did, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to make a video or an Instagram post or something like that to try to help you guys out. Anyways, I learned a lot in this process, and as you know, this channel is all about sharing information and helping you get financially free. So this video will be the first in a series on how to buy your first investment property. I'll be walking through the steps from start to closing and giving you all the information that you need to be confident and hopefully successful in buying your first property, starting with this video here. If it's not here yet, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when it comes out. In the meantime, start working on your why. Comment below if you know it already, and I'll see you in the next one.